Hi everyone, it is day 186 of my 1 year of videos. Yesterday I talked about my word for the year, the word that I'm going to focus on, and that word is free or freedom. And I started this practice of choosing a word for the year rather than a resolution. I think it was about 3 years ago. Today I wanted to talk about the first word that I chose, and that was I think back in 2017, and that word was kindness. Yeah, and what was so interesting about that word, when it showed up for me, was that I recognized that I wasn't always very kind to myself. And during that year of focusing on that word kind and kindness, I became very aware of at least two ways that unkindness towards myself was showing up. The first one was in how I talked to myself. Oh my gosh. And I think most of us can relate. I had a lot of negative self talk going on. And, up until then, I wasn't really aware of it, that in the sense that I didn't think I had any control over it. It was just always there, always beating me up, always telling me that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't doing enough, that I was bad and wrong. And yeah, so during that year, I I became even more aware of it when it was happening, and that awareness was the key, because then I had the opportunity to be more gentle with myself. What I ended up doing was thinking about how I would talk to somebody else who was in my situation. I would be kind to them. I would encourage them. And that year helped to lay the groundwork for me to begin to practice that for myself. The negative still talk still happens, and sometimes I get caught up in it. But now I have some tools to help me. And yeah, and so that year was really helpful for me. Another way that unkindness showed up was in how I related to other people. And what would happen is I had this pattern of people pleasing, and it all developed because of this belief that I had that I needed to make other people happy. If they were unhappy with me, that was the most scary thing for me. I couldn't handle it. And what I noticed was when I was doing the people pleasing, I was ignoring my own needs or my own desires. And, and that is being unkind. Um, during that year, I became really aware of the fact that I really don't have the power or ability to make anyone happy or even angry. If they're upset, that's their issue. It's not my fault. And yeah, so I was really grateful for that year of learning to be kind to myself, because it gave me the courage to begin to put myself first when I needed to. And yeah, so maybe tomorrow I'll talk about my word for 2018. We'll see. I don't like to plan ahead what I'm going to talk about, because I want to be prompted by whatever my inner guidance is telling me to talk about for that day. But today, yeah, it was kindness in 2017 that laid a really good foundation for where I am today. All right, everyone, I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye.